Hey guys, today we're going to talk about surface area in cylinders. Okay, so this first slide is very similar to the one from rectangular prisms. I just want to go over a lateral face is a face of a prism that is not the base. Okay, so if we know what the lateral faces are, we can get the lateral surface area. It's the total area of the lateral faces of the 3D object. And then total surface area is going to be all the faces, including the base. The two bases, the top and the bottom. Okay, so let's do a few questions about how to find surface area in a cylinder. We are going to talk about the formulas first. So first we have our lateral surface area, and that is going to be 2 pi r times h. And our total surface area is going to be 2 pi r times h plus 2 pi r squared. Okay, and so we know h is going to be the height, and in this case it's going to be the height of the cylinder, which is the distance between the circular bases. R is going to be the radius of the circular base, and then pi, it's roughly about 3.14, you guys can use the pi on the calculator, or you can put the 3.14. Okay. So let's do a few questions. So let's find the lateral surface area of this object right here. Okay, so we got 2 pi r times h. 2 and pi are going to be numbers because pi is a number, so we're just going to go ahead and write them down. 2 times pi. Our radius is going to be half of the distance between across from a circle. So here, half of it is 5. So we will put 5 for radius. And our height is going to be this 10, because that's the distance between the two bases, circular bases. Okay, so I put these parentheses to show you that it's multiplying times 5, and it's not 510. Okay, so when we put this in the calculator, we should, well, actually, let's back up. So I like to put the numbers with the pi, so I'm going to multiply 2, 5, and 10 to get 100, right? But I'm still left with this pi, so I'm going to put it right next to it. So it's 100 pi. That is an exact number, because if you multiply by pi, you're going to get a number that doesn't repeat, an irrational number. Okay. If we do put 100 pi in the calculator, we will get a really, really long number, and it's roughly 314.16, and it goes on forever. Okay. Here I put an equals. I'm actually going to erase that and put like little squiggly signs like this, and that means approximately. Okay, approximately 314.6 centimeters squared. Okay, so this is approximately the lateral surface area, and this right here, you can actually say that it's exactly 100 pi centimeters squared if you wanted to. Okay, but in our test, in our assignments, it will be approximately too. Okay, so for the total surface area, we already have our pi or 2 pi rh, which is our 100 pi squared. Right, so let's go ahead and put our 100 pi, or you can put the 3.1416. I like to do the 100 pi so that way my decimals don't move that much. So I have a plus 2 pi, and then they want an r squared. Our radius, again, we said was 5, so we would have a 5 squared. Okay. When we put that in the calculator, you can put it all like 100 pi plus 2 pi 5 squared, or you can do it separately, where we know this is 100 pi plus, if I do 5 times 5 is 25 times 2 will give us 50, sorry. And we still have our pi. When we add 150 together, we get 150 pi. That is our exact number, so that will be our exact total surface area. If we want to do an approximate, 150 pi in the calculator will give us 471.24 centimeters squared. Okay, and so both of these are good answers. but for right now, we're going to use the approximately answer. Okay. Let's look at this one. So we got, for the lateral, we got 2 pi RH. So we got 2 times pi. Our radius here, we don't have a radius, we actually have a diameter. And so to get the radius, we're going to get half of 7, which is 3.5. Okay, so our radius is 3.5. And then our height is going to be, what is that? The distance from the two bases, in this case, it's 12. So we're going to multiply it by 12. Okay. So our lateral surface area, I'm going to multiply 2, 3.5, and 12 to get 84 pi inches squared. And if I want an approximately 2, so 84 times pi, we're going to get 263.89 inches squared. Okay. All right, so let's find our total surface area. So we're going to include the bases this time. So we got 2 pi RH, which is our 84 pi. Or you can put your 263.89. I like to do 84 pi because it's a little bit more clean. And then we got 2 pi, and then our radius, remember it's not 7, it's 3.5 squared. Okay, so in the calculator, I'm going to reduce 3.5 squared times 2, which should give me, we'll bring this down, 24.5 pi. Let's add 84 and 24.5. We get 108.5 pi. And if we want an approximately 2, we can put 108.5 times pi in the calculator, and we get 340.86 inches squared.